Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome once again to the southern wing of the Stink Bug Works. Yesterday, we had quite a mystery. It was, where are the parts to finish the boat here? And so, I went upstairs and I shaved. I shaved and I made a pencil-thin mustache, the Boston Blackie kind. And then I put on a two-tone Ricky Ricardo jacket and I got out my autographed picture of Andy Devine. And once I had that pencil-thin mustache, I could solve the mysteries too. So, after turning the eastern wing, the northern wing, the southern wing, the western wing, big tear down on the western wing. After tearing down all those wings of the Stink Bug Works and looking for a box. Now, the box that the parts were in was a box about that big, and one of the parts was this connecting rod that went through here, and so it was that long, and it sort of stuck out of the box a little bit because it wouldn't fit in the entire length of the box. So the box wasn't that big. And here's what Boston Blackie discovered. Here's what he figured out. When the shop was being renovated for the laser, things were being moved around, and one of my habits, techniques, one of my crazy ways of cleaning up things is I would gather all the GPS units and I'd put them in something, and I'd get a GPS unit here and I'd get one here and I'd get them and collect them all together in one pile and then find a place to put all the GPS units so I'd know in the end all the GPS units are right there. And so the problem with boat parts is they're what's the word for it? They're tentative. I mean, they're only going to be there for a while because soon they're going to be on the boat. They're elusive. They're here today, they're gone tomorrow. So they don't really have a place, and so they just live in a box that's going to be kind of close to this. Well, here's the deal. I'm picking up the shop, and I have a Home Depot bucket, and I'm collecting boxes full of boat parts. And in this Home Depot bucket is the box of parts for this. Well, here's where it gets good. My housekeeper was anxious to get the trash out that day and get the big trash cans out. Was anxious to get the big trash cans out. And I was working over on the eastern wing and she was exiting the northern wing. And I believe she took the bucket that contained the parts and dumped it. She dumped another couple of buckets that were, in fact, Home Depot buckets with trash in them. I can tell the difference between trash and model boat parts. Women cannot. And so, as I'm sitting on the counter and she's tossing this stuff out, I notice it's rather heavy when it lands inside the trash can. Heavy like a motor would be heavy. But I knew I threw away some other metal bits and pieces, and I didn't think about it. Well, it crossed my mind, and I said, nah, and I let it go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there's only one place where the motor, servo, rudder, strut, this, and most importantly, my cool exhaust stack, and possibly a speed control, but I don't know. Speed controls kind of move around a little bit. I may have pulled the speed control out of that box. In fact, it very well may be this one right here, because it does have shortened leads. So we shall see. That, boys and girls, is where it is. My parts are now part of the Oceanside landfill. Oh well, this has been a good month, and I ordered all new everything, including a new turkey baster. The only thing that kind of bums me out is getting that turkey baster in here and mounting it in these two screw holes was somewhat challenging, although I may do it slightly different this time. Instead of putting the bolts up into the exhaust pipe, maybe I'll have the studs sticking down and I'll put nuts on the bottom. That might be an easier way to do it. So there you go, boys and girls. Dr. Jet just spent a bunch of money, but I'm going out for a consultation today, and that will more than pay for all the parts I just reordered. Oh, sometimes it sucks to be me. Okay, boys and girls, until next time, Jet out.